typical day in the life?
Okay, I typically wake up about 5:30 a.m., take the dog out. I normally go to the gym in the morning and start my day working after.
What did little Franny want to be when she grew up?
Y'all gonna laugh. I wanted to be a police officer, y'all. I actually took the test twice, maybe 3 times, but I kept failing the physical agility part.
Tell me what I'm gonna do. Tell me how I'm gonna live my life without you. Yeah, tell me why we don't make sense. Tell me how I'm gonna get through. I don't wanna take another life without you.
Hey Friends Clan, thanks for tuning in to another episode on my channel. Make sure you like this episode, comment, and also subscribe. And I want you to turn those post notifications on so you will not miss any of my content. So today, guys, I am going to do part 2 of the Q&A that I was supposed to do before and I didn't do it, but I'm here now. Okay, so people wrote in and asked me some questions. They texted me, they inboxed me, so I'm going to answer those on camera so you can just get a little bit more about me and all things random. So for this Q&A, instead of me reading the questions, I'm going to have my lovely cameraman read me the questions and then I'll answer them honestly and authentically. So I haven't read these questions. I don't know what you guys asked me. So here we go.
The first question that I have for you is, how has your content evolved since you first began?
Okay, that's a good question. I would say I'm finding out what's gonna work for my channel. I'm thinking the whole podcast interview thingy is probably gonna be my niche. I haven't decided, but I'm noticing that I have gotten a lot of great responses from the people that I've had on so far. So versus before, I was just doing random things. I think I'm gonna hone in on that, I think.
Question number 2.
Woohoo!
What's one thing about your personal life or creative process that subscribers might be surprised to learn?
That I'm actually nervous because I want to deliver good stuff.
So what's been the biggest challenge or controversy you faced as a creator, and how did you overcome it?
So the biggest, I would say just being consistent. I know it sounds crazy, but consistency for me in a couple of areas have been hard, and this process has been one of them. So like I've been working out. I joined the gym. It's been 30 days since I've joined that gym, and I have been consistently going. So that's so good for me. With this content creation, even when you don't feel like recording or filming or talking to the camera, you still have to show up. So that will be probably, it's not that you don't want to, it's just you might be having a bad day, you might be going through something, you may be tired, you just don't feel like it. So that would be like the biggest thing. How I overcame it, I just do it. I remember why I'm doing it and I just press record.
What's been the most rewarding experience as a content creator so far, and why?
Just to be able to create dope ideas, episodes, things that's been on my mind for years or months, and just being able to bring it to life. Also collaborating with people that I've interviewed, that I'm going to interview, just getting a fresh perspective on different topics is so fun to me and so interesting. So that's very good.
If you could collaborate with any creator or celebrity, who would it be, and what kind of content would you create together?
So as far as YouTube content creators, I have 2 favorites that are in the tech space. One is Tech Me Out. She does a lot of reviews on different products that comes out, Apple, Android. She does all of it, and her content is so easy to understand, aesthetically pleasing. It's like a clean, minimalistic look is who I'm inspired by when I edit myself or when I'm, doing content. I always think of her because I like how she comes across, like it's easy to understand. And another person is Taylor Lloyd. She's also in the tech space. She loves Apple everything, just like myself. She's actually a brand ambassador. I am just an ambassador that works with Apple, but I don't get paid to create their content yet, but she does. And so she always gets the latest gadgets and she always review them. How do they work? So I would love to collaborate with one of the 2, put it out there.
What's a misconception people have about you that you wish you could clear up, and how has that affected person?
People seem to think I am such an extrovert, that I'm the life of the party. I mean, yeah, I can be, but honestly, I'm introverted most of the time. I would love to be home, curled up with a cup of coffee, watching TV. I'm very low-key, simple. I don't do too much, even though I can be the life of the party, but I'm just real low-key. I'm low maintenance. I don't require that much. People think that I do. I don't know why, but I really am simple. I'm sure my husband wouldn't agree with that, but I am simple and very easy to please.
What's been the most challenging moment in your life so far, and how did it shape who you are today?
The most challenging moment I got to say when I lost my parents, particularly my mother. She was my best friend. She was my everything. She was my go-to. If I needed $1,000, I knew she had me. If I needed to talk, if I needed to be unapologetically myself, lay on her couch, I know she had me. So that would be the most challenging thing for me. Yeah. Before her was, before she passed, was having a child, because I had her at like 20, 21, and I just didn't really know how to, be a mom and all that. So, but I got through both. So, Godspeed.
You have a dog, right?
I do.
So what name is your breed? What's the name of your dog? And what breed is your dog? Also, why did you get a dog?
So my dog, his name is Carter. He is a Yorkshire Terrier, a Yorkie. He will be 2 years old at the end of October. In dog years, that's 14 years. I got him for emotional support. I didn't know I needed it. I was never a dog mom. I was never that person. But when I tell you, being a mom, a dog mom, is the most joyous feeling. Like, a dog knows your emotions. As crazy as it sounds, they know when you're sad, they know when you're not feeling good, they just curl up to you. I love my dog with my whole heart. My husband always say, if it was between him and a dog, who would I choose? Haha. Next question.
You on your fitness journey and all that, and when you post about it, you keep posting day one when you with your gym journey. How many day ones do you have, and why do you keep putting day one? What's that about?
So that goes back to that consistency thing. So everybody know I hate the gym. I like to eat, and I want to lose weight too. It's like you can't have both. You can't not work out, eat what you want, and expect to lose weight. But in my mind, I just feel like maybe I can be the exception to the rule. So I am not. So I always go to all these gyms and I sign up, and I never follow through. But I have been consistent. I found one by my house. It's 5 minutes away, and I have been consistent for 30 days working out. So we won't see no more day ones, hopefully.
You've been married for 4 years. How is marriage life? What are some pros and cons? They kind of get all in your business.
I see. Okay. Yes, I've been married 4 years. Okay. Pros is just having that person that you can call your friend, and that person that you can have a safe space with, someone you can grow old with, travel with, come home to, laugh with, things like that. It's a good thing just to have that nice, safe, clean sex with one person. I'm sorry, it's true. The cons. So my husband is not a big communicator sometimes. He likes to suppress his own issues or problems, and he needs to understand he has a helpmate now. And I'm supposed to be that person to listen to him or help him. But sometimes I don't know if how the macho man thing, you're not supposed to express your emotions. I don't know if that's his issue or whatever, but sometimes he just doesn't let me in. So I have to turn his arm, twist his arm to let me in. And sometimes he can be a little emotionally unavailable. He'd probably be mad I'm saying this, but it is what it is. It's the truth. But overall, 4 years in, we have challenges, yes, as with every relationship, but I'm in it. I did it. So we're going to work through it.
All right. You have revealed also you're the youngest, right?
Of
You're the
4.
youngest of 4 girls.
Yes.
How is your relationship with your sister? Y'all be beefing?
We talk every day. We have a group chat. Me and my oldest sister is the closest. She's literally like my best friend. I can talk to her about everything. During my mom's sickness and stuff, we did have some issues with everybody just figuring out who was gonna let mom live with them or things like that. But I end up being the one who took mom in her last days. We have issues, as siblings always do. My other sister lived with me at some point. She's cool. She's super cool, but she's just gonna be her. My other sister, which is the second to the oldest, she cool, but we have our issues too. She can be very stubborn at times, but I love them all the same. It is what it is. We sisters at the end of the day.
And we all we got, right?
We all we got.
Okay, then. I know on social media we all have a list of friends, and I know I'm not actually friends with all the people on my social media. You seem to be the exception to the rule. I think you friends with all 5,000 people or something. You know what I'm saying? You got 1,000 friends. How do you have so many friends, and how do you manage those relationships and friend groups?
That's a great question. Well, so you have different friend groups. Like, you have people that you work out with, you have people that you talk about the word of God with, you have people that you might hit a couple of bars with, you might have people you travel with. You can't travel with everybody. You have people that you've been knowing over 20 plus years, who would be your best friends, and y'all family know each other, y'all just been in it since y'all were young. You have friends who you met at work who became more than just coworkers. So I'm just a loving person, and everybody just gravitates to me. And it's not that I have all these besties or anything like that. I just have different friend groups that I cherish and cultivate all of them. I have some friends where if I need them to have a body, they gonna show up for me in that way. Just joking, but you know what I mean. I have friends who would like correct me when I'm wrong. They're not gonna pacify me, so it's all so different. It would be nice to have all of that in one friend, but you just don't. You grow differently, you go through different experiences, and you have seasons. Like, you go through these seasons where you're closer to one person than the other. You have friends that you thought y'all was gonna be for life, but it was just not a lifetime thing, so they had to go. So I just basically try to get like dates in with them maybe once a month or a couple months, and we just chat a lot on the phone or text. But yeah, I believe that as you get older, your friend group starts to get smaller. So even though it seems like I have a lot of friends, that tight-knit core group, it's not a lot. So I love my friends.
So we see you at a lot of events, see you at a lot of day parties, you always out, you seem to turn up a lot. You know what I'm saying? And people get the impression that all you listen to is drill music. You know what I'm saying? Is this true? What type of music do you like?
No, that is not true. I am very eclectic when it comes to music. I have all type of things on my playlist. I will list some of my playlists because they are the bomb. I sit down and meticulously formulate my playlists. I love trap music. I love religious gospel music. I love jazz. I love R&B. But see, I like the R&B from the 90s and the 2000s, the Jagged Edge, the 112, that era. I do listen to rap. Jay-Z is always my GOAT. He's the greatest rapper of all time. I said it. I like Lil Wayne. I like 50 Cent. I like different things. I like Al Green and Marvin Gaye too. I clean up to Marvin Gaye. I love that album. Jasmine Sullivan, I just went to her concert. It was amazing. I love her. That neo soul, I don't really, the Jill Scotts, I like it, but not as much. I'm more Jasmine Sullivan, Lauryn Hill, Mary J. Blige. That's my bad. But you will have some Chief Keef in there and Lil Durk. I'm sorry. I love God and trap music.
All right, that's a t-shirt. So the next question is, I feel like you kind of touched on this, but why do you like Apple so much? Why you always coming for the Android folks? You know what I'm saying? Okay, it seems kind of petty. You know what I'm saying? That's why people think you bougie. I ain't gonna lie. That's why people think you bougie.
So Apple is about simplicity. It's very clean. You can understand it. Android is complex. I'm a simple girl. I like to be able to understand the user interface. I like to be able to understand. It just looks better. Android emojis are ugly. It's so much. My husband has an Android and I just can't figure out what to do. It's so much going on. Apple is clean. It's so simple. It's beautiful. Chef's kiss.
You seem busy. I know they say you look like you do a lot. You got a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? You told us how you manage your time, but what's a typical day in the life of Fred?
Okay. I typically wake up about 5:30 a.m., take the dog out. I normally go to the gym in the morning and start my day working after. I'm in the casting and recruitment space right now, so I make calls, I interview people all day. Then I'll take a lunch at about 11, and I'm working with a couple of brands that I do some editing for. I'll do that at about 1:30, 2 o'clock while I'm on lunch from my other job. Then I'll get off work, I'll make some dinner or lunch, take the dog out again, and then I'll probably do some editing for my own channel or record some content, watch some TV shows, do some reading, and my days go long, y'all. Husband come in, I gotta spend time with him. I talk to my daughter on FaceTime and my niece, things like that. Yeah, I go to sleep about 12:30, 1 o'clock. It's crazy as that. I'll take a nap in there too.
What is your favorite season and why?
I love the fall. I am born in the fall, October 7th. I love Halloween. My mom's birthday was on Halloween. I love horror. I love that whole genre and things like that. I like the fall where you can put your jackets on and your boots and your scarves and just cool. I like cool weather. I don't like the summer. I hate the summer. I love fall. And you can get pumpkin spice lattes at Starbucks.
You can get pumpkin spice any year.
No, they don't. It's a seasonal drink, sir.
Oh, at Starbucks
and Dunkin'.
I'm saying, like, you can go and buy pumpkin spice?
You can go and buy pumpkin spice creamer to have all year round, but it's the actual go into a Starbucks and smell them brewing it and just have the whole experience. Yeah, Starbucks sponsorship coming soon.
There you go. So we see the woman that Freddie has become.
Yes.
You know, and the things that she does and do. But what did little Freddie want to be when she grew up?
Y'all gonna laugh. I wanted to be a police officer, y'all. I actually took the test twice, maybe 3 times, but I kept failing the physical agility part. I kept coming up 2 minutes short. I passed the written part, I passed the psychological part, but that physical, you have to run so many miles for so many minutes. No, I kept failing. That goes back to that day one in the gym. You see what I'm saying? I can't never get it right. So my idea was to be a police officer, then move up to detective and CIA and FBI and all that. I think that's why I have a love for true crime. Like I am a true crime junkie because I just have that investigative mindset, and it's really heartening that I didn't make it to be a police officer.
Why did you want to be a police officer?
I'm all about helping people, save people, figuring it out, getting in the minds of a serial killer, like what made him become that. If we can catch it and we can be able to help, like not have more. I don't know, my mind is just so investigative. I don't know. The CIA ain't got none on a black woman. They were talking about me.
So, question kind of threw me off. I'm assuming they mean alcohol and not ghosts. But what is your favorite choice of spirit? What do you like to drink?
Oh, what do I like to indulge in? Okay. Well, I'm a whiskey girl. Back in my 20s, I used to do tequila and vodkas, but I'm a whiskey girl now. So I used to do Maker's Mark and ginger ale, but now I am a Jameson and Coke type of girl. Lately, my stomach just ain't been right. I don't know what's going on. I guess my body rejecting it. So I don't drink as much as I used to, but if I do have a drink, it would be Jameson and Coke.
How did your mother pass? How did your parents pass?
Mom passed. It was a very tragic. So she was already going through dementia when I let her come move with me. But I had met up with an herbalist and I was like kind of reversing that, doing different things. So she was getting better. And she actually was using the bathroom one day and her knee went out and she fell and hit her head on the tub. So it was a very tragic time for us. That was April of 2020. And my dad died 2 months later from COVID. They said COVID, but I think he died of a broken heart because they were married for 50 years.
All right.